Hello everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Fuse Live. We're glad you're here. Let's see who's here in the comments. I have my comments right here with you. I've already talked to Colin and Bethany. We got Aaron's here too, Rachel. All right, we got a few people here. Let's see what we got going on. Listen guys, we're excited that you're here. We hope you haven't been too bored in quarantine, but we're here to keep you entertained hopefully, and maybe you'll learn something tonight. Who knows? Laugh at us, laugh with us hopefully. Last week I may have had a wheel of consequence. I had to get a quarantine haircut. Well, I didn't know what that was, and no one came to give me a haircut, so here I am looking exactly the same. Thank you. We'll see how that goes. So we got a few announcements for you up here on the screen. We'll see here. The most important thing, though, is we're going to have a giveaway here in just a few minutes, and you need to start, you need to start entering the giveaway right now. So if you've not entered yet, do it right now by texting PRIZE to 336-444-6441 right there. Oh, you can't see me. Anyway, text that number and you'll be entered for the prize giveaway. It is part of the game today, so you want to get that in now because you will not be able to in about 10 minutes. Also, if you'd like to follow us on social media, check us out at Westover HSM. That stands for High School Ministry. And if you would like to join a small group, are you interested in it? They're pretty awesome. I was in one back in the day. Text Fuse SG. That's Fuse SG to 336-444-6441. We would love to get some more information to you to get you into a small group. We got a great lineup tonight. We got some games. We got some fun. But first of all, we are going to start out with our Try Something New challenge. Last week we saw Callum dunk a basketball. Pretty impressive. Tried to do that. I got nothing but a little bit of net, so we're going there. This week we have Riley with us. She's going to tell us a little bit about her Try Something New challenge. But before we do that, let's find out a little bit about Riley for those of you that don't know. So Riley, welcome to Fuse Live.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Hi, my name is Riley. I go to Northwest. I'm a junior, now rising senior. A little scary. I play basketball and lacrosse there. And I'm pretty boring, but yeah, that's kind of, I feel like I have this.
Basketball and lacrosse. All right,
yeah.
No, but now lacrosse season is now, so you're like virtual lacrosse?
Yeah, virtual
Zoom
lacrosse. Like just going at a wall,
you sit here at home and do that?
Yeah, just that's my lacrosse practice every day.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Cool, sounds good. Sounds fun. Funnest or craziest thing that has happened to you or you have done in quarantine?
I think the craziest thing is the amount of TV shows that I've completed or baked goods I've made.
Baked goods?
Yeah.
Ooh, what have you been making?
Oh, like cupcakes, random Pinterest recipes. Sometimes we have Pinterest fails. It's okay.
All right.
But yeah.
Have you given anybody any of your cupcakes? Did any of you guys got any cupcakes?
Not for me. The family has been kind enough to try my fails. So.
Family first.
Yeah.
All right. Guessing no one got it. Still waiting for baked goods. Aaron wants some, so maybe you can hand deliver some to him. And his whole tribe, you need to bake a couple dozen.
I gotta get a couple batches.
So, cool. So you decided to try something new in this quarantine time. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you tried that was new.
Okay, so I feel like kind of pre-quarantine life is so busy and hectic and kind of scary, but I decided to give some time to God, sit down, start having a daily devotion, which has been so life-changing almost. It's kind of I'm on a spiritual high that I come off of Project Serve or Fall Retreat, and it's I can have this every day kind of thing like that. So it's been good.
All right. So your new thing that you tried is a consistent quiet time. Mm-hmm. All right. I would call that a slam dunk any day. So tell us a little bit more about that. What does that look like? For those that may not be familiar with a quiet time, for those that are how do you do this? Tell us a little bit about what that's looked like for you.
So I kind of just felt like I was kind of getting distant, I was distant from God for a long time. So I was I just want to kind of invite him back into my life. So an easy way to start is just kind of going through the Bible app, looking through hey, I feel sad today, or I am happy. How can I invite God? So just kind of starting to plan. And right now in quarantine, I can do in the afternoon, I can go before bed or in the morning, so it's really flexible right now, but I think kind of in the future that would have to be more structured, but it's just really cool and it's fun.
So you use the Bible app, and explain to people what those plans are who aren't familiar with the Bible app.
So it's kind of it's people who like pastors and everything from around the world can dump their series out there, and I know the one I did was 7 days, but you can do one that's 30 or a year. And so for that, like, it was just, I don't know where I was. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, no, they just go like day to day and tell you what
Yeah.
to do each day, right? Yeah, you can do the yearly Bible study. They're great. Hop on there, find a study you like. You can share it with friends. It's a great way to do it. So have you noticed anything different with your day to day? We talk about quiet times a lot and how important they are to each day. They're like eating, who goes a day without eating accidentally? So what did that look like in your life? Did you notice any changes from a day to day aspect?
Yeah, like I noticed kind of like the joy I brought into situations, like even if it was like struggling or like a hard situation, like instead of just, okay, let me put on my happy face, like I brought joy, like that's just something like that's permanent and it's there. And like it made a lot of like life changes too, like fix things. I was like, oh, I don't think that's right, like that's not going with what God says, and change how I did that too.
So how is that? You talked a little about God, changing you. Have you felt like your relationship with God has deepened just on a personal basis?
Yeah, like I feel like I can feel God, and I can like, and He listens to me. Like I felt like kind of before, like I just got lost in the shuffle, kind of, and that's just really frustrating. To be like, all right, well, God doesn't have time for me, so now I just kind of have to take care of myself. But that is just so like not true. Like He cares about you. He wants to hear from you. Like He wants you to be a part. Like He wants to be a part of your everyday. So.
That's great. So you just kind of gave us a couple of overarching themes. What would say has been the one or two big thing that over the past couple of weeks has really stuck out to you as a big theme?
I just think like how God answers prayers. Like just like kind of for me, like I wrote down a really big prayer that I had, and God answered that, and that was like kind of like a, oh my goodness, like I have not felt God like that. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I had my God moment. I was like, well, I'm still waiting on mine, but like God is there for you. Like He's waiting to hear from you. And I think like for me, like my life verse is Psalm 18:6, and it kind of talks about like how if you cry out into the night, like He hears you. He's there for you. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So do you think this is something you will continue to do post quarantine, whenever that is?
Yes, like this, it's definitely kind of like a breath of fresh air, and I feel like, especially when I get back into the busyness of life and everything, it'll be really important to have that, like, oh, thanks God, like now I can feel you, now you're here.
Awesome. That's great. If you could encourage the people out there listening to us, of which there are 28, what would you tell them?
Just kind of like remember that, like you're not too far gone. Like I feel like it's like, oh, God can't hear me, or I've sinned too much, I've done too much wrong. But like He's there, He's here, and He's going to carry you through whatever you're going through.
Awesome. That's great. Guys, that is an awesome word from Riley. Hopefully you can take that. Go check out the Bible app. If you're not into daily devotions yet, give one of your volunteers a call, ask them about it. We'd love to help you walk through that. That is just a really cool new thing that you've tried, and we want to hear what you guys have tried that is new. What cooking? Maybe Riley can give you cooking lessons on Instagram Live sometime.
Yeah,
we'll see.
definitely offer those.
My cooking lessons include driving through Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A and Wendy's. So I'm pretty good at that. But we want to hear what you're doing new. So go try something new. Film it. Let's see what it is. And then you can email it to fuse@westoverchurch.com or text it to 336-444-6441. You apparently can text that number anything that we say tonight, and we will respond to it, maybe. So go try something new, text that number, and we will maybe have you up here next time. Riley, appreciate it.
Yeah,
it was great having you on. We're going to transition now to hearing from one of our volunteers, Laurie Benshoff. Let's hear from Laurie in a video.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to all the Westover High School students that are seniors this year, that are graduating and moving on. Just know that you are prayed for, that there are exciting times ahead, and we will miss you terribly. A special shout out to all the seniors that I've had throughout the years at Project Serve and Fall Retreat, and even a small group girls. So just know that we're rooting for you, and we're celebrating with you, maybe not in person, but in spirit. So y'all have a great rest of the summer, and excited to see all your postings about what freshman year is going to be like, and all your new experiences. We're praying for you. Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fuse Live. Great hearing from Laurie with that one. Great hearing from some of you in the chat. Madison, Carly, Logan, what's up? I believe that we have some contestants now for our next game. So if you haven't entered to be a contestant, too late. You missed out. Sorry about it. Here's how this game's going to work while Hannah's getting our contestants. I'm going to explain it to you. This game is called Picture This Live Game. What we're going to do is I'm going to set up a scenario and then give 4 different options of what you guys would choose. And you are going to submit your options in chat. So I might say, would you rather play basketball, baseball, softball, or soccer? And you would say in chat A, B, C, or D. You're going to see a slide up on the show that says A, B, C, or D, and you're going to submit that answer in chat. We then have contestants here, 2 contestants. I believe we can see them here. Gary and Will over here. So we're gonna play this game, and we'll see how it goes. They are then going to answer the game. They have some big letters right here, A, B, C, and D. We're first going to quiz them. If you guys could hold up what letter represents your grade point average from high school. A, B, C, or D.
Gary's
there we go. We got some smart guys up here. So we are going to get feedback from you guys first, answer the question, and then we are going to have these guys give their answer. If they answer the answer that you guys gave the most, they get the points. And we are going to have them representing 2 people. So Hannah, who is Gary going to be representing?
Gary is going to be representing Micaiah Knott.
All right.
All right. What up, Micaiah? All right, so you got Gary. And who is Will going to be representing?
Alexia Watkins.
Woo! Alexia. Hey,
Yes.
I didn't see either of you guys say anything in chat, so you better say something in chat if you want to win this. You better give us your answers. So this is how this game's going to go. We're going to do a dummy round, mostly for me. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to give you a scenario. Here's the scenario, and I want you guys to start entering your answers right when you're ready. It's going to be up on the screen. Picture this. You show up at Fuse, and you're handed a guitar and told you're leading worship tonight. What do you do? A, do you gratefully accept the opportunity? B, do you politely decline? C, do you fake laryngitis to get out of doing it? Or do you go up on stage and rock out even though you have no musical talent? Do you pull a Michael W. Smith and get up here and crank it? So let's see some answers in chat. Either my phone is not working or you guys aren't answering in chat. We need to hear from you. What would you do? A, B, C, or D? All right, there we go. Micaiah says B. Bethany says B. Rachel's got B. We got a lot of B's and D's. The guys up here have chosen their answers already. Hannah is tallying what you guys are sending in as we speak, and we're going to reveal to them what the answers are. So, Gary, what would you choose? Gary chose D. He would go up and rock it out. I like that. I like that attitude. Will?
I'd do it better than Gary.
Oh, Will would do it better. All right, so in the event of a tie, I guess either no one gets points or they both get points. It really doesn't matter because it would be a tie. So that's how this game works. I like all the answers. Aaron's going to get up there and rock it out, Aaron Riddle.
Yes.
Cool. So we're going to get rolling here. We have 6 potential questions that we're going to go through. So give us our answers. But real quick, Gary, let me hear a little bit from you. Who are you? For those of you who don't know.
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I am Gary Howe.
Cool. What do you do? Why should people know you?
Why should people know me? Probably from this group for Project Serve. I lead Project Serve.
All right, Gary is the Project Serve maestro. That's what I hear. He's the man that makes it happen. All right, Will, tell us about yourself.
All right, I am cool as well. Maybe a little cooler than Gary. I have no idea, but it's really hard to beat Gary in coolness, actually. So I'll concede. But no, I have a small group of senior guys, so shout out if any of y'all are on tonight. And I've been with Fuse about 4 years now, kind of pop in and out on Wednesdays.
Nice. Now, Will, I might have heard or read somewhere that one of your names is actually Robert. Is it?
One of my secret names
Yeah?
is Robert. Yes, my first name is Robert. So.
And your second name is William?
Yes, and my second name is William.
So
Yeah.
catch this. My first name is Robert, and my second name also William.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know how it happened, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
Basically,
All right.
doppelganger.
Basically.
There you go.
Basically.
Will I
Crazy.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Theoretically, right here with our scoreboard, we're not starting out 4 to 8. We're starting out 0 to 0. Gary is going to be the green home team.
If there's a negative on there for 0, you
Negative. We'll start out with a handicap. All right.
Gary.
Picture this. You show up at history class and find out you're supposed to present a project today that you have not finished. What would you do? Would you wing it? Because you've always been good at improv. Would you ask the teacher for an extension? Would you sit in the back row, slouch down, and hope the teacher doesn't see you? Or would you pray for a fire drill? A, B, C, or D? What do we got? Let's hear back from you people. Start giving us some feedback. Yeah, I don't know. History class was never my best. I don't know about you guys. It was boring.
I like history.
You like history?
I do.
All right. What about you, Will?
I wasn't a huge fan, but I like parts of it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived for part of it myself. I'm kind of old.
Yeah.
That's true. Gary is old.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of history class, but luckily that was all in the past now. So here we go. We got some answers. Hannah, do we have a tabulated best answer here?
Yes, we do.
All right, Gary, what is your answer?
I answered D.
Gary answered D. He would pray for a fire drill. All right.
Just
Will.
like Gary.
Will would sit in the back row, slouch down,
would
and
do
hope the
C.
teacher didn't see. But here's
Yes.
the problem: you're supposed to present, so I don't know how that's going to get you out of anything. And Hannah, what was our most answered answer?
B.
Oh.
B.
Oh, wow.
So we got a big 0 to 0. Most people would ask the teacher for an extension. Man, you guys are a bunch of good
They're
kids.
Y'all are
All
better
right.
than
Good
me and
students.
Gary.
You're
Yeah,
on it.
You're very good students.
All right, let's move on to question number 2 or 3, depending on how you're counting this. Picture this. Fuse was given $1 million. What would we spend it on? A, our own Dude Perfect complex, because we're
Yes.
that awesome. B, Chick-fil-A for life, an unofficial sponsor of Fuse Live. Or C, the world's biggest slip and slide. Or D, the best fall retreat ever.
Ooh.
What do we
Those
got
are
here
all
going on?
Really hard.
All right, I don't know. I don't have any delineation between my questions, so I don't know which answers you guys are giving, except for Rachel says D. We got a lot of, different answers here. So, Gary, what do you think we should spend our money on?
The best fall retreat ever.
The best fall retreat ever. You've been on a lot of fall retreats, haven't you?
About 17.
Yeah, 17. Wow, that's more than some of you guys have been alive. Sorry to
that's true.
say it.
Yeah, that
All right, Will, what do you think?
I think it would be amazing to have a really good fall retreat, but I really want to have the best slip and slide in the world, so I
Ooh.
chose C for us.
Have you been on some crazy slip and slides?
I have not.
Oh, well, that's why. Fulfilling a
I
childhood
know.
dream right there.
I would love to fulfill that dream with Fuse.
All right, so we have Gary's going to do the best fall retreat, and Will's going to do a slip and slide. So, Hannah, what was our most popular answer?
D.
D!
right.
Fall retreat! Best fall retreat ever! Which one am I? I don't want to give you 10 points. I think this is
Slip
the
and
right one.
slide has fall.
All right, so we got 1-0. All right, Micaiah, you're winning right now.
The correction, Micaiah. That was my fault.
Micaiah, oh, I'm sorry, Micaiah. I knew that too. Picture this. Question number 4. You can only attend one class at school for an entire week. Which class would it be? Would it be history, math, gym, or lunch? Man, lunch is pretty good. The real question is, do you guys ever get Chick-fil-A for lunch? Because I do, and it's delicious. And we had it in high school
At least
too.
once a week.
At least once a week? Do you have, are you red points in the app?
No.
No, I have 11,000 red points.
Really?
I'm
Wow.
awesome. Yeah, I need to redeem them because they're just sitting there.
I know.
All right,
Can
you
buy me
guys.
lunch.
What? And buy you lunch, yeah, man. You guys got your answers locked in?
I do.
All right, Will, what would you do? We'll start with you first.
I do gym.
Ooh, all right, Will's gonna go with gym right there. All right.
Stay active.
Do you work out every day?
I try to.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Stay
I worked
fit.
out.
Really?
Stay fit. Oh, that's good. Gary would do
I would
D.
do lunch.
Gary's doing lunch. I like it. I'm a big fan of lunch. We got some answers here. Aaron Riddle wants some math people. Ain't nobody like math.
Whoa.
Aaron,
Math,
man, maybe that's
wow.
why. Maybe that's why they don't like it. I don't know.
That was the one I
Did
stayed
any
away
of
from.
these kids take math with you? Probably not. All right, Hannah, what is our most popular answer?
That would be D.
D, lunch. Guys, I kind of
too.
thought you might say that in your mind. I don't know. We got 2-0 here. Number 5.
What's the score again?
This
2 to nothing.
2 to
I
nothing.
think Gary knows what the score is.
Yeah.
We don't need to repeat it.
All right, picture this. You're stuck at home for several weeks dun, 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 due to a stay-at-home order for a thing called the coronavirus. How long would you go without showering? Ooh. I think, would it be 3 days, 1 week? How long have we been in quarantine, or every day you guys are gross?
every day. We got some posts.
So I don't know if this is an actual or if this is a how would you theoretically. You guys can choose if you actually, I don't know. I took a shower once last week, so I think I'm pretty good. So, all right, Hannah, do we have the tabulation up? She's still working over there.
It's pretty unanimous.
It's pretty unanimous.
Yeah.
All right, Gary, what did you answer?
I'd say C.
Gary, how long have we been in quarantine? That's the true Project Serve answer right there.
Exactly.
We did not have Project Serve showers one year when I was at Project Serve.
We had
a
hoses.
hose.
We had a hose.
We had a hose, and my best friend shaved his legs, so that was funny. Will, what would you do?
I'm gonna say take one every day. Wash off that corona.
Every day, make
Wash it
sure you
off.
guys are hygiene. I mean,
Wash
you're
it
washing
off.
your hands. Why not take a shower, right? All right, Hannah, what is our answer?
That's what everyone else thinks as well.
Oh, D!
Every day.
We got every day. Here we go. We got a point right here.
Nice.
We got a point right here. 2-1. All right,
I was
ladies and
waiting for
gentlemen, we
that.
have 2 questions left. This could go either way, really. This is a
razor
nail
thin.
biter. Who needs Sports Center? You have Fuse Live.
That's right. You got
Picture
me
this.
here.
You have an entire weekend to yourself, or like the last 3 weekends. How would you spend it? Spend so much time on Netflix, you get the "Are you still watching?" message. Guilty. Fill your Amazon shopping cart just for fun. Learn to cook some new recipes, or go crazy because you hate being alone. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys use Amazon?
I use
Definitely.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazon Prime.
It's pretty awesome.
Amazon
What about
Prime.
Amazon Pantry? Have you guys used that?
I have not used
not.
Amazon.
Yeah, me neither.
Pantry. I've done
Sometimes it's-
Instacart.
Yeah?
But not Amazon Pantry.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I still just do Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A. It's, you know,
There you go.
where am I? All right, so do we have answers locked in, Hannah?
Yes.
All right, Gary, what would you do?
I would say D.
Gary is going to go crazy
I'm an extrovert.
because you hate being alone. I'm with you right there, man. I hate being alone. All right, Will, what would you do?
All right, I'm gonna say B. Fill up your
Oh,
Amazon
Will's
cart,
going
man.
shopping.
There you go.
All
Shop
right.
it away.
What's the best thing you've ever bought on Amazon?
Oh my goodness, what is that? I have one of those Bose mini speakers I got on Black Friday.
Nice.
From Amazon, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Hannah,
I'm an
our
expert shopper.
expert shopper. Do you use the little honey thing that gives you coupons?
I try to.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I saved some money one time. Hannah, our most popular answer is
A.
A. Spend so much time on Netflix, you are getting the "Are you still watching?" message. I think that might be talking a little bit to the age of our audience.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. And whether or not you guys spend your own money on Amazon or your parents. We'll see how that goes. All right, we can still end in a tie. We got
no.
some big prizes up on grabs here. So our last answer is, our last question, this isn't Jeopardy. Picture this. Your doctor tells you to get more exercise, right? I mean, who doesn't need more exercise right now after all that Netflixing? What would you do? Would you, A, walk in the park, B, join a gym, although that doesn't help you. You have to actually go to the gym. C, take the long way to the refrigerator, or D, get a second opinion? I don't know.
That's difficult.
That's a difficult one.
I literally have a refrigerator sitting in my living room, so I don't have to go very far.
I know where you
There
got
you go.
that.
Yeah, well, yeah. The one you gave me is in my kitchen. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a very short walk. Do we have answers tabulated, Hannah?
We do. Yep.
We do. All right, we got our answers locked in.
I think
Yeah.
so.
All right, this could be for the win or the
Let's
tie.
begin.
If we tie, we'll see what happens. Gary,
What is C, Alex?
what is C? Take the long way to the refrigerator. Getting that workout in. I like it. And Will.
I think I'll choose A, Alex.
Will is going with walking in
Walk
the
in the
park.
park.
Do you have a dog?
I do not.
Okay, all right, never mind then. Our most popular answer, Hannah.
Would be C.
C, and Gary takes it with the win right there. We'll update this, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0. Pay attention later. We'll reveal what the prizes are and how to get those. Hope you enjoyed our Picture This live edition. What we're going to do now is hear from another student, one of my guys, Andrew here. We're going to hear from a little bit of testimony from him on the screen.
Hey guys, this is Andrew Baker, and the thing that I've been tested in the most this year has been my patience. I got deferred from the college I wanted to go to, and I ended up getting in, but for 3 months I was kind of in this space of unknown. I was applying to different colleges, I was looking at colleges I'd never thought about going to before, and it was kind of just this moment where I just realized that I had to trust God. And I remember praying, God, if you want me to go to this college, I know you'll open it up for me, but if you open it up for me, I'm going there. So I'm giving you the decision. And I think that was a key moment for me because it kind of just opened my eyes to, I make my plans, but God ordains my steps. And it was definitely good for me to have those 3 months to lean into God and just kind of trust that He will do what He knows is best. And I was just there for the ride for those 3 months, and part of it sucked and part of it was really good. You just have to take the good stuff out of it and go with that. So that is my 1 minute testimony.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good to hear from Andrew. We'll reveal a little bit later about prizes. Micaiah, you are the winner. Stick around till the end, though, because we need to tell you how to get your prize and what the rest of that game involves, so don't leave us yet. What we're going to do now is I'm going to pray for a little bit of worship, and then we'll break into that, so let's pray. God, I thank you for today, the time to be able to sort of be together, but just to be in community with each other. I pray that you would give everybody safety, that we would be using this time to grow closer to you, that you would speak to each one of us individually through the different hardships and trials that are happening right now, and the quiet, sometimes the boredom, that you would teach us to be more like you, to attune our hearts to you, and to listen well. In your name I pray. Amen.
In the beginning, before the start, there was an aching inside your heart. Love that you found too great to just keep to yourself. You called it good, you called us human, made in your for communion. When you breathe into dust, you put more than wings in my lungs. Oh, and I can't live without you. I can't live without you. The closer I get, the closer I want. Between us, nothing to prove, but I started dying when I started hiding my face. You knew the story, you had a plan, you knew the fallout was not the end, and death was made silent when you came up out of that grave. Oh, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. The closer I get, the closer I wanna be. Oh, to your heart again. You bringing us back to the garden. You bringing us back to your heart again. You bringing us back to the garden. Oh, you bringing us back to your heart again. You bringing us back to the garden. You bringing us back to your heart. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. The closer I get, the closer I wanna be. Oh, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. The closer I get, the closer I wanna be. Yes, Lord, the deeper I go, the deeper you call me.
You know, it's been a crazy few weeks for all of us, and there's just a lot of things that we've kind of been missing out on, and some are more serious than others, but some are just fun things that we enjoy that we're not getting to do. And as I think about some of the things that I'm missing, one of them that comes to mind is baseball. I just enjoy. I look forward to baseball every spring. My wife and I really like to watch baseball, and we like to watch the Pirates play, at least for the first half the season, and then they're usually tanking, so we stop. But either way, it's just something that we enjoy. And one of our favorite things is to actually go to a baseball game. And one of the cool things about going to a baseball game live is just the experience of it, right? You take in things, you get to see things that you don't get to see on TV. And one of the things that always fascinates me is how many baseballs they use in a baseball game. And if you ever get to sit by a dugout where they actually collect, off to the side where they collect the baseballs in, I mean, it's just like an endless flow of baseballs coming into this area. And if you actually look it up, the average baseball team for an average home game, they go through 8 to 10 dozen baseballs in one game. And if you add that all up across the whole league, it comes out to over 900,000 baseballs in a single Major League Baseball season. And it made me think about the fact, when you look at a baseball, how much is it really worth? I mean, it depending on the quality of it, a couple bucks, right? And so they're really not worth much. But a different question is, what gives a baseball value? And when we think about the value of a baseball, it's the name that is attached to it. I mean, think about this. There have been millions of home runs hit around America, from minor league to little league to high school to college to farm leagues to the majors, and yet almost none of them carry any value. They're hardly worth anything. But when the right guy in the right circumstances gets a hold of one of these things and puts it over a fence, the value skyrockets. I mean, think of some of the most famous baseballs in history. Barry Bonds' 756th home run, just regardless of what you think of Barry Bonds. $752,000 that baseball sold for. Babe Ruth's 1933 All-Star Game home run, $805,000. And then Mark McGwire's single-season home run record ball, the 70th home run he hit, $3 million for a baseball. And I mean, they're all just baseballs, right? They really weren't worth much, but because of who hit them, they became invaluable. So much so that you couldn't get some people to ever sell them to you ever again if they have them in their possession. And yet there are tons of people out there who have picked up one of these from somewhere, from a game or from something, that want to think they're valuable. People want to think that foul ball they caught during batting practice from the third string right fielder of the Greensboro Grasshoppers game is worth something. And there are millions of these things. I mean, hundreds of these things get sold on eBay, or at least they try to sell them on eBay all the time, but they're not valuable. A baseball's value is all in the name that it's attached to. And I think that this, just like baseballs and the value that they possess in life, so many of us, we are looking for value. We want people to look at us and think that we're worth something, that our time is worth something, that we're worth their time, their love, their affection, that we're valuable people. And so we search and we search and we search for it. We try all kinds of things to make friends or to get attention or to feel better or to look cooler, or maybe it's just to escape the pressures and the stresses and the realities of life. And so we try different things. We dress a certain way, or we listen to certain music, or we say certain things, or we hang around certain people, or we try to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or we drink, or we cut, or whatever we can do to avoid or cover up the reality that's in our lives that we just sometimes don't feel that valuable. And so I just want to pretend for a moment. Let's say that this ball was autographed by one of the greatest players to ever play the game, Babe Ruth. And let's pretend that I'm going to sell this thing. It's worth $1 million. $1 million, signed baseball by Babe Ruth. But I look at it and I think, man, other than Babe Ruth's signature on here, it's just a baseball, right? I mean, there's really nothing all that flashy about it. And so, I mean, really, who's going to want to buy this thing just because it has a signature on it, right? So, I mean, probably I should try to make it look a little nicer. And so I take my Babe Ruth ball and, I think I'll draw a smiley face on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, my little smiley face. And maybe I'll color, the seams are kind of an old red, so I'll color the seams green. And so I'm going to, I'll just decorate this baseball. And then that way, when I go to sell it, it'll stand out more, and people want to. So I got my baseball decorated. Now imagine I go to somebody who knows a lot about baseballs. They know who Babe Ruth is, and I go and I show them this baseball, and I'm like, man, this baseball is signed by Babe Ruth. And not only was it signed by Babe Ruth, but I took it a step further. I made it a little extra, and I decorated it to make it look prettier, to make it stand out. Now it really has value. I mean, what would that person say to me? They'd be like, dude, are you crazy? Like, what? Why would you do that? It's not more valuable because you decorated it. It was valuable because Babe Ruth signed it. And there's nothing you can do to make it more valuable than it already was. It was already at its highest value before you did anything to it. And so I think in our lives, we sometimes fall into this same trap, because the reality is every one of you is valuable, not because of the things you do to try to appear that way, and not because of the things that we do to try to bring meaning to our life, but because God created you, because he loves you, because you are his workmanship, because his signature is on your life. And Genesis tells us that God made us in his own image. In Psalm 139, it tells us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, that he knows each and every one of our days on this earth. And in Luke 12, Jesus talks about how God cares for the sparrows and how he doesn't forget these birds that are only worth pennies. And so how much more will he care for us, because we are so much more valuable than sparrows? In fact, verse 7 says he knows the very number of hairs on our head. And guys, when we ignore that and we try to add the extra, when we try to do life without God, it's like scribbling over the signature of an autographed Babe Ruth baseball and decorating it and trying to say it's more valuable because we made it look different. And the reality is you're valuable because you're fearfully and wonderfully made by a God who loves you more than anything. And so why would we ignore the value we have in him and try to find it in the temporary and insignificant? And yet, we've all been there, haven't we? We've all made the mistake of looking for our value in the wrong places apart from God. But God sees so much value in you. And he loves you so much that he sent Jesus to die on the cross for us. He cares so much that he wants a relationship with each and every one of us. And so I just want to challenge you, the next time you question your value, to remember how much God loves you, that he created you, that he knows everything about you, and that he made the ultimate sacrifice for you. And if you're watching tonight and you don't know what a relationship with God looks like, you've never considered what Jesus did on the cross, we would love to talk to you more about it. And so if that's you tonight, you can text in question to 336-444-6441. We'll put that up on the screen, and someone will be in touch with you to talk to you about it. And I just want to leave you guys with this question, and that is, where are you looking for your value in life? Let's pray. God, thank you that you have created us, that we are your handiwork, that we are your workmanship, that your signature is on our life, God, that you love us, that you care about us that much. God, help us find our value in you, to know that we are valuable because of who we are in you and not because of anything we do or say or anything that we try to do to appear more valuable, God, but it's in you. God, thank you that that's enough, that you're enough, and God, that you decide who we are. And so, God, we just pray that we would remember that and that we would cling to it. And it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Speak to me when the silence steals my voice. You understand me. You understand me. Come to me in the valley of unknown. You understand me. You understand me. You understand me, God. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you would. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. So I believe, but help my unbelief. You understand me. You understand me. Oh, help me reach the faith that's underneath. You understand me. You understand me. You understand me, God. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. Bigger than I thought you were. Sing this in this time. I will rest in the Father's hand. Leave the rest in the Father's hand. Oh, I will rest in the Father's hand. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Oh, leave the rest in the Father's hands. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. Lord. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. 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 Will you pray with me? Lord, as we come before you and just cry out, Lord, that we need to seek rest in you, Lord. Lord, that we can come before you with our fears, our failures, the things in our life that don't just add up, Lord. And Lord, we can surrender that before you, Lord. We can rest that in your hands, Lord, so that you can take us and help us find rest, Lord. So Lord, I just pray as we looked at what it means to find value in you, Lord. Lord, that we never forget that you find us so valuable that you sent your Son to die for us. Lord, I just pray as we're in this time where things are weird, things are hard, we're facing new things every day, Lord, but Lord, we're facing them with you. So Lord, we just pray that you are with us in every moment. Lord, help us find rest in you. Pray that in your name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fuse Live, where anything can happen. I thought I got out of it. You know, good word from Dustin about God knowing every hair on your head, and he has to work a little less hard on mine right now because I have been given the Fuse quarantine haircut.
Yes.
You know, like a mullet, business in the front, party in the back. This is the business in the top, party on the sides, everybody. So this Wheel of Consequences is for real. What I would love for you guys real quick is to say, we've had some discussion, what does my face and my hair right now, if you could pick a movie to match it with, what would it be? Throw some stuff out in the comments. We'll see what we like, and we won't do anything, but let us know what you think. So this is back to our Wheel of Consequences segment. Gary is our winner. Micaiah, we will be in touch with you to get you your prize. Will, you unfortunately have to undergo the Wheel of Consequences. How are you feeling right now,
Why
man?
is that?
I
Because
don't
you
know.
lost.
You know, like, why does he have to be here?
I don't know.
have no
You can't get
idea.
rid of him, man.
Yes, I lost, but I will gladly accept the consequences of my loss.
All right, well, this
failure.
is
Well,
how
maybe
this
not
works.
gladly.
If you, I'm assuming you saw,
I know Gary's glad.
look at that smile.
The winner's glad.
All right. So if you saw last week, we have a wheel up here. We're going to spin this wheel and see what consequences we have. I think we can go through the consequences real quick. We have a quarantine binge. Don't know what that means. No cell phone. Oh, I can look up. No, I can't look up here. No cell phone for 24 hours straight. I was scared I would get that one last time. You eat ramen for all 3 meals in one day. Do you eat ramen?
I don't anymore.
Yeah, all right. That's
too
the
salty.
college
Might
food.
now.
I know. We'll see what the consequences.
Fly to Orlando for no reason. You're not allowed to go to Disney World.
Oh, man.
No nothing. Fly there and fly back.
Wow.
Cheap right now, though.
That is.
Only listen to Nickelback for 24 hours.
That would be worse than prison, I think.
You
so.
know, there's videos of a concert of theirs where people throw rocks at them in the like. Why would
Oh
you
my
go to a
goodness,
concert and throw
wow.
rocks? Spray tan
That
level
photograph.
10. We're just gonna spray paint orange spray
Oh
paint
my
on
goodness.
you. Run a mile dressed as Santa Claus, or
that would be
wear
interesting.
that would
That's
be
gonna be it.
wear a suit all day to work. Do you wear a suit to work?
I don't have to wear a suit to work
All
now,
right.
so that would be a little bit of a
Get some
stressor.
funny looks from people.
Yeah, get a little bit of some funny looks from some
All right, well, that is all of our consequences. Let's spin that wheel and see what we end up with. Here we go, wheel of consequences.
Keep my fingers crossed, my toes crossed.
This is awesome.
I'm glad you're enjoying this, Gary.
Color-coded,
This is not good
too.
sportsmanship from the winner.
Wear a suit all day to work. All right,
Gotta wear it
now
all day
here's
to
the
work.
deal. We have to lay this out
Aren't you
explicitly.
working from home?
I almost got away without a haircut because I didn't understand the rules. We need to see picture evidence of this.
Okay.
So we need a daily log.
A daily
A
log?
daily,
How often do
all
I
day.
All day.
No, just once a day.
Just once a day.
Once a
Once a
day.
day.
Oh, I think about
I
the
thought it was.
hours
I
we
thought
know
it was
you work all
one day that I had to wear it like all just one
No,
day.
one day at lunchtime. You have to wear a
Okay.
suit all day, but we need a
Uh-huh.
picture every day.
Okay.
That's how this works, guys. Hey, I appreciate your comments. We got a bunch of different movies that you guys thought I all looked like. Home Alone, there we go. We didn't think of that one. We were going with Back to the Future was a common one for us. And Gary said I might look
Yeah.
like Princess Leia from Star Wars. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for you tonight. Congratulations to our winner, Gary. And Micaiah, we'll be in touch again with a great prize. Gary gets the prize of representing you, and Will gets the prize of wearing a suit all day at work
My prize
for
was
the
seeing-
next week.
My prize was seeing Will leave.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah,
Will
yeah.
lose, that's a good prize.
This is not the sportsmanship you want to model, guys. I just want to make sure before we leave right now, you need to know this.
Oh, Aaron Riddle wanted the spray tan, so maybe we should do both. See how that goes. So, guys, don't forget, submit your videos for us, and let's see what it is that you guys are trying new this week, and we'll see what we end up with next week. And we'll look forward to those quarantine pictures from Will, and look forward to seeing you guys next week at Fuse Live. We're out.
That's fun.
That was fun.
stop, 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 stop.